we're not going to be talking about Ten Hag first, but of course we want to talk about Arsenal. I mean, they are on a high after beating Chelsea over the week, and but of course their form has been erratic this season. So are we, and of course we just heard the press conference from Ralph just now, and he did mention that Ronaldo is going to be back. Varane is going to be back, and then of course McTominay is going to be back, and it's going to be a very interesting week because there's a lot of good news with Ten Hag coming in. With Ten Hag coming in, everyone is like now having that buzz again. I look at Ralph's press conference just now. He also looked like he's a little bit buzzed up. He's like, "Ooh, yeah," that kind of feel, and it gets it gives that positive vibe back to the team. But of course, over the week we do have a very sad story where Maguire, I mean, someone called in Maguire, tell him that there's a bomb in his house, and he actually had to go through with all the police to check the house and see whether there's a bomb. I feel that that's actually a very low thing to do, to be really honest, to do to a football player. I mean, if we do this to like politicians or to activists, that is, I mean, I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm saying that it's still understandable. But to a football player, really, bomb threat to a football player, come on. I mean, he plays bad lah, but not until to the extent that you want to put in a bomb threat or do so much harm to him. And this itself, I feel, is actually a very big. It's a very traumatizing experience for a player to go through, especially with his family in his house as well. So, without further ado, I would like to invite Cousin Roy in with me to discuss about this whole situation that we're facing, the highs and the lows that we are facing this whole week.
What's up, people? What's going on, man?
up?
Guys,
Crazy
look
weekend.
at this shit, man.
Crazy
Hey,
weekend.
look. Firstly, y'all need to lay off Maguire because it's just fucking football. It doesn't mean shit. So just calm the hell down, man. Just leave the guy alone, lah. Okay? No need bomb threat. Anyway, the bomb threat is definitely bullshit. I don't think it was true, but it was just a threat because they want him to get the fuck out of the club.
They just want
Bull.
to. They don't want to scare him. They just want to scare him. Yeah.
Look, man, he's going to play this weekend against Arsenal. That's sure, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Look, guys, this press conference just now. Oh my God, he already gave the seal of. So apparently, Rangnick said he gave the seal of approval when asked whether what he thought about Eric Ten Hag, right? So I said, hey man, so Ten Hag's coming in, so I had the focus kind of shift towards him. And he said, well, if you want to talk about recruitment, go and speak to the board. I don't know anything about that. But I have not spoken to Eric Ten Hag. He said, I don't know Ten Hag. I've not met him. I know he's been in football for a long time and I like his football, And with a full, and he said that with a full preseason, he's sure that he will see a different team and there'll be, a lots of improvement. He said he knew Eric Ten Hag was one of the candidates, right? That means the other one were the others, the Enrique and Pochettino and maybe Carlo and all that. So he knew he was one guy and he believes he's a good choice. So now that's what Ralph Rangnick just said this now about our new manager. All right. First question about recruitment. Obviously, can't really talk about recruitment yet, lah. I mean, like you want to go and talk to the board, lah. But it's clear that there'll be probably about 10 players who are going to leave.
Yeah.
But the one that he said that he doesn't know Ten Hag, he hasn't spoken to him. That one kind of got me a little bit. That one got me a little bit concerned. I was like, let me see. Like, okay, you haven't spoken to the guy. Okay, so you know
gave him
football.
a seal of approval, but you never spoken to him.
But you talk to him. So okay, and we'll get to that later on in a bit, lah. But let's talk about this one first. So obviously, I think the board right now has for sure been. I think you can say that it's not just John Murtaugh and Benedict Arnold making the decisions, and I'm sure this fucking Woodward guy is still there. I think we can say
He's
that
the real consultant.
Rangnick. I think we can say that Rangnick has had his say in this in certain decisions. Now, I look at that and I'm asking myself, okay, here we have a club that is now removing a lot of the remnants of the old, although Mike Phelan is still there. And by removing the scouts recently, it kind of shows that, really, so long-term scouts they are removing, and then news came out just now. So they're saying that
since Sir Alex's time,
oh, is it? Yeah, I know he's been there for a long time.
Ago.
Yeah, I know he's been there for a long time. Yeah. So this scout they are removing, and apparently news came out also that these two scouts, two of them that left, one of the Lawler fella and the other
And
one I
the
can't remember his
global scout,
name.
right? The global scout fella.
Yeah, didn't sign off on Dennis Zakaria. So
Mm,
apparently that surprised Rangnick. That's according to rumors lah. So now I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, okay, so that means like if I look at Benedict Arnold and John Murtaugh now, they seem to be clearing out. But the clear out is only necessary because we suck so bad. So some people are saying, oh, you can't say that John Murtaugh and this other fella are not doing their job.
mm-hmm.
They are doing the job because we're doing the clear out. Guys, we're doing the clear out because the team sucks so badly. We've been pushed into another knee-jerk reaction. You know what I mean? So this is definitely a knee-jerk reaction. This wasn't like a long-term plan decision. This is fucking all knee-jerk reaction because we suck so bad. So I'm taking a little bit of solace here,
Mm-hmm.
Johnson, and then you can react to what I said. I'm taking a little bit of solace here because I feel that the club has listened to Rangnick.
Mm-hmm.
They have taken some of his advice on board, and he's always been very honest in these press conferences. So
Very
he said, "I
honest.
don't look, I don't know him, but I know the football." Okay, he's a football guy. Rangnick's been a steady football guy. I like him. For the football, I like him. That our team suck right now. It's on the players. With a full preseason, we will see a different team and improvements on the pitch. I knew he was one of the candidates, and I believe he's a good choice. So I'm glad they're taking on board the advice, but at the same time, there's a little bit of concern there. What do you think? You go.
The concern, I mean, he have if him not speaking to Ten Hag yet, it may not necessarily be a big concern, but my concern is that whether this Arnold fella he knows what he's doing. I think he's trying to assert his say in this because it's now his era already, and his era. I think he wants a fresh start now with a new coach coming in or new manager coming in. He wants to clear out even the scouting. I think he's doing a massive clear out lah. He's doing a massive overhaul, and he wants to create a new legacy. And I think he's trying to create his legacy to stamp his mark as the new beginning. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure he really went through the whole process of thinking whether should I pick Pochettino or Ten Hag, because this is going to be make or break. Because you look at Ed Woodward, his first pick was David Moyes. And then after that, he went for Van Gaal. And all his picks subsequently actually failed. So it kind of shows that his decision making wasn't good. But over here, for Richard Arnold, I feel that he do have a certain level of good uh, advisors, I would say. I think John Murtaugh is quite competent in terms of footballing matters. Yeah, I think he got a good advisor in Ralph Rangnick as
How
well.
do you know you went to school with him?
Yeah. I went to school with him. I know we actually had drinks together. Can.
Interview,
I will hook you
interview.
up, man. I'll hook you up. Come on, man. He gave me the bloody towel. Lah.
I mean, that's all he gave. Cheap bastard. Front
So
row tickets at the corner. And then
so the thing is, I think he kind of have a good team of advisors. It looks like he have a good team of advisors, and he definitely had to get this decision right. If not, I'm telling you, it's going to be a shit show all over again. All right, you don't want to start his reign or start his period or his era on the bad.
so wait, so
On
you're giving him his props, sir. I'm thinking is this a knee-jerk reaction that he had to do it now because they find this young guy. They found this young guy in Ten Hag, and they finally see somebody with a philosophy. So instead of the old guys, we finally going with some youth lah. I
I
mean,
mean,
David Moyes
yeah,
wasn't that old; he was still in his
mm,
fifties only.
yeah, but for him, I think for him is he just want to do a big rehaul. I mean, to
Yeah.
please the
So
fans as well.
I'm not praising. I can't praise them, lah, dude. I feel like I see some of the thing going on social media, and they kind of praising. Oh, this why you can't say not doing your work because they're doing clean up. I'm like, fuck you. Where you got clean up? You're all doing this because you are reacting to it. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that
Mhm.
maybe there is some football sense there finally, where all the clowns wanted Pochettino. Why did they go for Ten Hag? I think that was a good point. Mm.
Mhm. And the thing is, if you look at it, ever since Alex Ferguson left, our recruitment has been quite bad. I mean, come on, how did we not manage to unearth N'Golo Kante? How did we not manage to find Riyad Mahrez? How did we not manage to find the young Erling Haaland before he even moved to anywhere? I mean, how do we not find all these players? There's so many players that they managed to dig out from somewhere, whichever team they can find. Like, I mean, remember we were talking about it that day, the South American team. Immediately, either Real Madrid or Barcelona, they immediately will know there's a good young player. They will snap them up immediately. Or even like Porto, to the extent their network in South America is extensive. How many South American players came through the Porto team? You look at Benfica and Porto. You look at all the big teams right now. How many players are from that gateway? How many top players are from Ajax? How many top players that came out from PSV? I'm not talking about the youth players. I'm talking about those foreign players that came out from there, from Africa, from South America. If our scouting network, we keep saying that our scouting network, our global scouting network is so good, then how did we not find out about all these guys? And why did we
So
not sign them?
we say it's okay. Okay, yeah. So that's a good point. I mean, look, getting rid of the scouts and all that was not even in my purview.
Mm-hmm.
My purview was the manager and all that guys. Like you said, for years we're scouting. If they're pengakap, they won't get any of their badges lah. I say they won't get any of it. So I was like, I didn't even know about. It kind of got me thinking, like, hey, with this happening there right now, and this fella coming in, so they made a massive clear out. So finally, like clearing out scouts. Clearing out scouts is like kind of deep, in my opinion. You're getting the guys who are like supposed to go and identify new talent. But I thought when Ten Hag come in, they already have some talent identified. So if anybody is going to come in from now, they hopefully will have some kind of influence or pull. My thing is like, when we get to the Pogba thing in a bit, I'm glad we got rid of somebody who's tied with Mino Raiola. Fuck that guy, man. Another bullshit there. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, look, man. So, yeah, going back to that
Yeah.
thing, I look, Rangnick gave his seal of approval. All right. So, at least we know right now that the club is speaking to him. There's some conversations, and he knew there were other candidates, and they finally ended up with Ten Hag. So I will take some solace in that lah. Okay, because we know this board is super shit. So that means now, now I think I know what I'm saying. So now when you take that into regard, right? They're getting rid of the scouts. They're keeping they're still going to keep running there. They got rid of Chris Armour. That was quick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ted Lasso is leaving, man. He's going to go back to Texas and make cookies right now and open up a steakhouse. Talk about the good old days where he
He's
was
gonna
in
do
Manchester
season
United for
two.
6 days.
He's gonna do Ted Lasso season 2.
I mean, you can do a movie, We open a zoo. You can, I worked in Manchester United for 6 days. For a week, maybe,
You can
you
do
can put in
like,
resume.
last time the movie Goal.
Or
This
the
this now
Matthew
this one.
McConaughey one.
No. This one is with the one where the Mexican kid actually went to Real Madrid. Remember, he went to Newcastle.
Oh,
Then after
Goal. Oh, I was thinking
Yeah.
GOLD. Yeah. What an
So
ass
now,
movie that
now,
one. Yeah.
now to be honest, it's quite bad. But they managed to get
Yeah.
all the famous players to be in there. So
Yeah,
that's
true.
something.
They
Lah.
made cameos, yeah.
Yeah, maybe they can do one for coaches. Lah.
So look, man, I'm thinking now. I'm looking at it. Think that this fella, the scouting team is left. So okay, good. I think the contract, the being 3 years, could be just temporary, lah. Now moving on to the next thing. Who is back and for the Arsenal game? Scott McTominay is back.
Mm-hmm. Varane is
Rafael
back.
Varane is back,
Mhm.
and my homeboy, my man, my mainest fucking man, Cristiano Ronaldo is back. Now,
Mhm.
do you think Cristiano is going to play tomorrow?
He may play. I mean,
Uh,
he did play when his dad passed away, and he played in his honor. He used that as a reason to play football. He said because my dad was a big
Don't be
supporter.
emotional.
Yeah,
Homeboy scores a goal. It's going to be like all tears.
yeah,
Man. I'm
he's
going to be
gonna.
in tears, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Prime
The
time. Hey,
thing
join
is,
us tomorrow, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. Hey, join us tomorrow after the game. We'll review the Arsenal game. So you think he's going to start tomorrow, man? You think?
I
I
think he's
think
gonna
so
start.
too.
He's
I
gonna
think
start.
so too. I think Homeboy is going to start. I think need to get his mind off. The
And
child passed away. He's with God right now.
and,
I think the kids,
yeah,
the family need to get their mind off something.
and I think the fans will actually give a tribute to his
Don't
baby
be
as well.
emotional, son.
Because even that day, remember the Liverpool game at the 7th minute, everyone stood up and gave a standing ovation. I think that's a very class act from both set of fans as well. I think we put aside all the rivalry because this is humankind already. We're talking about human being, and we put aside football. But I think they will actually do a standing ovation for him also in this game if he starts.
Because he's not injured, nothing. It's just
Mm.
the heart and the head. I think tomorrow he'll be on point, lah. He might be extra on point. So I hope to see him play tomorrow. Now that midfield problem here, Pogba's out for 4 weeks, so he's gone. and
It's
that's the last game he's
out
ever played. Oh,
forever.
hang on, but that's the next point. So in midfield tomorrow, we're going to have to see Fred and McTominay back. Like Matic is still fine, but Matic can
But
only
is
play
Fred
60
back?
minutes.
I don't think so. Fred's back, right? He's still having his that hip flexor issues, right?
Oh God! So that means it'll be Tommy and Matic and Jones. You know what, man? When they played that formation the other day, 4-3-2 or 5-3-2, whatever formation against Liverpool, I was like, I don't know what sweet God in
It
heaven we're going to
was
play.
horrible.
And if Varane is back, he's probably going to partner Maguire. No, then we're going to
Okay,
left back,
yeah.
right back. I don't know who the
Now,
fuck going to
now the
start.
question is, will Maguire play? And due to that whole bomb thingy, will he play?
Yeah,
Will he be traumatized?
I
You see, like
yeah,
even Lindelof, the time when his house got broken into, he couldn't play. He was
yeah.
traumatized.
I think maybe the guy who called that bullshit probably did because he didn't want him to start against Arsenal. Probably got a lot of money, but probably betting. Probably got a lot of money riding you. What a tosser! And it's your better not do that
But
shit, man. That's stupid.
yeah,
So
but
now, okay, if just say he doesn't play, so if we see Rafael Varane and okay, Varane's going to start tomorrow, and Ronaldo definitely going to start. Who's going to
mhm.
play in midfield, bro?
I think they're gonna go with Bruno again, lah. I think with McTominay back, it's gonna be Bruno, Bruno McTominay. God knows what formation they're gonna go with. I also don't know what formation they're gonna go with. He surprised me that day against Liverpool with that five at the back. So I don't know what
Man,
he's gonna go because Arsenal. I know they're playing with the five at the back as well. They're
they,
playing.
they I checked this now. The past two games they played two different formations. So the
Yeah.
previous game against Chelsea that they won, they played 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1 against Chelsea. Sorry, 4-2-3-1 Arsenal against Chelsea where they won. Chelsea were playing a 3-4-1-2 with Mount the
Mhm,
one and the two. The
mhm,
game they lost against Southampton, they played a 4-2-3-1. See,
mhm,
when you play 4-2-3-1, you will suck like Manchester United. We hold the trademark for sucking at 4-2-3-1. So they
mhm.
switched it up. They played 4-2-3-1, and then the next game against Chelsea, they switched it up and they played 4-2.
Actually, they did play four two
Oh,
three
the
one as well,
same.
huh?
No,
They played
sorry,
the
sorry. I'm
same thing.
looking at the upside down. My bad, my bad. I was looking at
Yeah, yeah,
Chelsea.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
4-2-3-1. They were gonna play 4-2-3-1, bro.
Okay, if that's the case, I think most likely Ralph will play back the same formation, 4-2-3-1 as well. So we're going to be having McTominay and maybe Matic or maybe Bruno at the back.
Man, I'm telling you, seems like no matter what team we put in here, we're just gonna end up with toilet.
But actually, to be honest, I don't mind seeing Lingard coming into the squad because the day against Liverpool, I think he was the only player. He, Ilanga, and Mabry. I think they
Thanks
are
for
the
tuning
only.
in, guys.
Yeah, they are the only three players that actually gave a shit. They
You know,
actually ran for the ball.
and
You
speaking of
know,
ran for the ball,
yeah.
I made special note today that I wanted to talk about this fella, Hannibal Majri.
Mm,
What a bullshit debut. Don't come and fucking tell me that's a good debut. I know everybody went up in arms saying, oh, he came in there, he showed some heart. Guy, he came in there, the first touch was supposed to get the first touch, they stole the ball off of him and scored the goal. All right. Then he goes and commits three fouls in a row. And then Gary Neville, who wanted Mauricio Pochettino, Gary
mm,
Neville, a club legend who wanted Mauricio Pochettino, he said, "Oh, he came on, put on a show because there's Norman Whiteside, there's this fella Gunter, you know what fuck names all he's naming from 1901, Manchester United teams who are like tough and hard as nails players. This is what you see. They know the opposing team are better than them. They're going there and going to put a number. They're going to put in a shade or whatever the fuck words he's using. Man, bullshit, bullshit." Hannibal Majdi came on there, and this is the reason why we said you play these juniors right now, you don't know what you're gonna get. You're gonna
yeah.
get nonsense like that. You're coming in, we are down, and you're trying to get that. The fella stole the ball. Whoever the fuck it is stole the ball off of you and went and scored that goal, isn't it? And then
Mm.
Salah scored.
I
What
mean,
debut, man?
yeah,
Sorry, that's my rant.
yeah.
I mean, that debut was bullshit debut, man. That's rubbish. Don't come, man. You come, you show some class, you get the ball, you don't give the ball away and let it go, and then you get a yellow card, and then the referee telling me, hey, man, it's not even like 90 seconds
Mm.
and you already committed 3 foul. You want me to red card you or what? Okay, brains. You need to cut the hair. Let some airflow into the head, airflow into the cranium. Because, nobody in Manchester United thinking straight. Floor's yours, bro.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of agree with you as well. Remember, I think last week when I was mentioning that what you
Can you take
call
it for a bit? Thanks for tuning in, guys.
yeah,
Appreciate it. I'll be back.
la-
Take it for a while. Yeah.
last week, when I was mentioning that we should not blood the youngsters in this situation because the team is in quite a bad shape, and you don't want to blood them in this toxic kind of situation where they won't experience any positivity in the whole thing. I mean, if you want to blood them, you blood them at least like maybe the last 1-2 games, or maybe some of the games that you know that it's a goner kind of thing. But against Liverpool, you try to blood them or you try to give them some experience. I don't think so. It's the right thing, especially when you're already getting. I mean, you're getting trashed so badly, and you try to bring in a player to try to save the day. I don't think so. That's the way, man. That's not the way. I mean, even just giving the experience, I don't think so. That's the way. You want to give them experience against a smaller team. You know, when you're winning, you know, when the fans are behind your back, to let them have that feeling of you play for the fans. But now you come into a game where the fans are all booing their own players. It's not a positive experience for them. I mean, it's like, everyone was saying, your first job itself, the experience will actually shape the player that you are or the person that you are. I mean, in the working world. And I feel football is the same thing. Your first experience in football should not be such a negative experience. And they felt it. Lah.
You know what we're talking about, bro?
I'm talking about Mabry. Lah.
Ah,
About how the youngsters. I mentioned, I think last week I mentioned that we should not blood youngsters against games that is where we are losing like hell, you're doing like shit, and then the fans are booing their own players. You want to let them experience that. No way, man. You want
man,
to let them experience when you're winning, when the fans are backing you, you're screaming, everything. That will give them that motivation to want to play more. You get like that. I tell you, everyone want to leave the club. Lah.
like I understand Pogba was injured, so we had to make some kind of
Yeah.
shuffle in midfield and all that.
Mm,
But the boy came in, and then okay, he seems like he's got some Manchester heart. He played like
mm,
got that Tommy in him, Scott McTominay in him. Like he say, "Hey, back in the day, this what used to happen." Then probably the parents and all
mm.
the Englishmen, all the true Englishmen in Manchester will be saying, "This what you got to do. You got to get in there and do a number." Bro, you're so clumsy, man. Be smarter about it. Get in there. If you want to go and get the ball off Mane or injure him, be smarter about it. The guy who passed the ball to him, I don't even know, like, because I don't even give a shit. Someone passed ball in, you went further when the guy, De Bruyne or whatever, Bernardo is running across. You're supposed to go towards the ball. Okay, these fellas are happy feet. We are dead feet. Okay, it was I don't know what was the thought process. Like, ball, you didn't manage to run back and cover. Where was the hard tackle then? Then suddenly you're going to tackle the defender, tackle Jordan Henderson, tackle this fella. What the shit's going on, man? You almost got two red
Yeah.
carded within
Uh,
3 minutes. Don't do a Steven Gerrard. Come on, so stop, get red
I
card
remember
out.
his heat map, just one line.
That was like, I love that, man. Seeing that was fantastic. I remember that one game he came in and sub, did some stupid shit to the referee. Then Mascherano did one. That was stupid of him. Then
Uh-huh.
Gerrard did another one. It was, hilarious, man.
I remember right after that game, they even Cause I remember after the game, Pele was at the stadium walking and said Pele had longer time on the pitch than Gerrard. Though.
Man, it was silly, man. So I was like, what's the boy doing? Look, man, you need to calm down. There needs to be a little bit, some modicum of respect,
Mhm.
some brains, lah. When we're sucking it, not go and play to the crowd and getting there and put in a number.
No,
Man, get the
but
fuck out.
but then again, I think this role is also part and parcel from the. I mean, they have to come from the captain as well. The captain had to tell him to come down, but our captain himself not even come. So this kid is just like, what? I'm just going to do. I just try my best to win the game. I mean, when you're young, you have that whole passion. You want to impress. You want to win the game. This is your debut or whatever. I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, of course, he's clumsy. He did that mistake, but again, he's a young player. He's bound to make mistake. I mean, not every player have the debut like either Martial or Rashford. So the thing is, again, I feel this is
Macheda,
yeah. Oh, that goal! My God, I still
Aston
remember.
Villa,
Mm,
crazy that one.
yep.
So crucial goals.
You see, these are the moments that you give the young player that pride, that motivation to want to play for the first team. Not things like that, man. No, not against Liverpool. No, I mean I know it's like a rivalry thing. Of you don't put him in when you're losing like hell. When I say again, when the fans are booing you, come on, lah, no, lah.
Now, Ragnick said just now also that when he was asked, you already started with that, the Maguire thingy,
Mhm.
he said he's okay, but he hasn't spoken to him. So I don't think they're taking it very seriously. So I think that's one good thing. I mean, let's not touch on that. We were touching it earlier. Now, he was asked about Arsenal. He said Arsenal's a good team. He said, remember how Arsenal played in the earlier season and they lost 3 in a row, but they managed to turn that thing around because they know there was a small hint there. He said they know what they needed and they got what they needed, and some of the players that they didn't need left. So it's a hint. You know what I mean? Like our club, we don't
He's
know what the fuck we want. You know
he's
what I mean?
literally dropping hints all
Lot of
everywhere
hints,
lah.
man. This is
You just
like
have to
Dan
merge it
Brown's
up. You get the whole
Da
story
Vinci
lah.
Code. Someone go and then check out all his press conferences and do some deciphering, and you figure
This
out
one,
every press
the Ralphie
conference.
code,
Ralphie Code.
the Ralphie code.
Write a book about it, man, and then come share it. Come here and talk about it, man. Because I think
Hidden
that's what you think.
symbols, you know.
Analogies, anonyms, synonyms, pantonyms, thesauruses, whatever, media or media spin, whatever the fuck he's supposed to have a media guy in, man. All that thing, man. I'm telling you, this guy, man, he has been like, just dropping all them hints. So anyway,
Mhm,
he said all that, right? They knew what they wanted to do. He said a good team, and he said the team needs to play aggressive tomorrow, and then it needs to be a completely different performance from Liverpool. He said he knew against Liverpool. He told them, if you something, whatever the fuck, they didn't do it, and that's exactly what they did. Bang, they lost the shape. Boom, the goal went in.
mhm,
I wanted one of the referees, the reporters to ask him, why do you? That's been happened at every single Manchester United game when you play them somebody in a new formation. It's happened every time.
mhm.
Every time. They score in the first 5 minutes, 7 minutes, they always score. It happened again. So your plan backfired due to the injury. We've had too many injuries. Sometimes I feel like we're not giving them enough credit or enough slack because of the injuries. But you expect a club like us to have enough
Mhm.
stronger backup players. That's
Yep.
the whole point. So now he's saying the team, I guess, needs to play aggressive, needs to play completely different. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's what he say every week. Every time he say we need to have more control. Then the next week
I'm
he say
out,
we
man.
need to
Okay,
play.
I'm out. It's all you, bro. I'm out.
We need to we need to have more control. We need to play more better. We need to press harder. We need to be more solid in defense. It's the same thing every single week. It's just in a different format only. It's just in a different format. To be honest, really, the thing is, I look at his press conference. It doesn't even stick to me. It doesn't even stick to me.
Hi, Mr. Rani. Can I ask you? So, like, this week against Arsenal, how do you think you're going to play after you played so badly against Liverpool last week?
We got to do what we got to do. We just play a little bit better than we play against Liverpool. We just had to have more control in the game. Our midfield had to be a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more dynamic. We had to press higher. Our defense, although we leak in a lot of goals, we need to improve our defense. You see, I can literally repeat what he say. What's up, Terry?
Bro, are we in last week? What's the date,
This I'm
man?
got
Check
a
your phone.
twilight zone.
Hey,
It's like
check your PC. What's the date?
we are living in
Correct or
Groundhog
not?
Day,
Are
man.
we? Is it 16
Groundhog
today
Day.
or is it the 22nd? Okay, 22nd. Oh, sorry, Mr. Rangnick. Sorry, sorry, coach. I thought for a while I thought we were last week. I mean, with the Spider Verse, multiverse, all that happening. Never know, man. Maybe from the cinema,
Yeah,
all that Marvel
multiverse of
powers creeped
madness,
out.
man.
We also kena.
We are in the wrong timeline. Like, come on, I think we have
We
to go
want,
back to
yeah, we long time. We want to kena. I
yeah.
want to kena. I want to go the Thor in that world there. I want to masuk already right now. This world sucks.
See, this
Yesterday,
timeline sucks, man. We had to
su-
put back the stone, la way. You know, one of those Infinity Stone I put back, like, I think it's wrecking our timeline, la way.
we need that fella. What's the one in the Justice League? We are hiding inside the cave there, right? We need the fella come and destroy the cave, man, and then just take the glazers and all the ownership, then just throw them in the ocean.
We need
Like,
we need Flash to run back in time and stop them from signing.
I'm telling you, man, the press conferences are just like, yeah, you're right, lah. And then he said, okay, the last part of it is, he said they haven't really had any proper training session because yesterday only they had a little bit because the day after the game they took a break. So today's one, the one going on now, or just now, 1 hour ago, was the only first training session they had. So let's just be honest, lah. Cannot really put a lot of hopes for the game against Arsenal. Terry, what do you think the score will be against Arsenal? Like, I cannot really put a lot of hope against
I
the game against
yeah,
Arsenal.
I don't know. I mean, I look at how they tore Chelsea apart. They seem to have more heart than us, lah. That's for sure.
You think they get a boost, like knowing that now they have a new manager? Let me caption that up. We could talk
I
about
I
for 10
I
minutes.
hope it does actually. I hope it does. Like I said earlier just now in the show, it gave us a buzz actually with Ten Hag signing. The mood has changed. Everyone seems to be a little bit more happier. Even I got happy when I saw it. It's like, finally we managed to solve. It's like you're having constipation and finally you get to go. So the thing is, the news is a breath of fresh air in this toxic environment. You realize it even what I call covers up the Harry
Hey,
Maguire
cheers, everybody.
commentary.
Woo!
Cheers, man. Cheers, man. Where's
Cheers,
my
cheers,
drink?
cheers, cheers, cheers.
I can't find my drink.
Damn, man. You can go and get it if you want.
Holy crap.
You can go and get it if you want. Teddy,
Oh,
what do you
that
think
one.
Teddy score? Oh, Teddy put his score up. Sorry, I didn't see. I'm putting the caption up. 2-1 Arsenal. I feel like Boots Bands. He got an awesome laugh, man. You guys know Boots Bands from TikTok? That guy got an awesome fucking laugh, man. Bro, how to win? Team Koya every week, different player
Yes, man.
playing.
Saw that.
Just wait,
The
what's this, huh?
compose.
Oh, the compost.
I,
COMHB. It's like Manchester United COMPOST.
this is like
Yes.
the holy water now. I need to sprinkle on my throat.
See, that's my chef. My chef makes flowers. My chef makes flowers, man, every week. There we go. So yeah, 2-1 but certainly hoping for the best, bro. I'm gonna be
2-1
real.
to who?
Arsenal. Then you put the Arsenal. Oh shit, I forgot to click.
2-1 to Arsenal.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
see.
man. I
Okay,
think
Junson, what's yours?
I'll give it a 3-2 lah. I'll give it a 3-2.
For us, Ronaldo hat trick,
Maybe. Yeah, I think for his baby, man. For his baby. I think
Okay.
this one I give him lah. For his baby. I give him a hat trick.
Okay, I'm
Give
gonna
some
be
hope, man.
I'm gonna be realistic. I feel club so much bad juju until like Maguire bad juju, club bad juju, sack, all this nonsense, and then now baby died. Like god damn, we cursed, man.
What a
I-
week,
what
right?
a
What
crazy
week we.
oh god.
My goodness.
No one good news, man. Like good news, you want to hear good players back. Okay, lucky
Yeah,
Varane
I mean,
only. The rest
we
no.
have Ten Hag lah. That's a great news, man. Not even a
I
good
mean,
news.
okay, that's why going back to the thing. Like, I'm wondering whether I was also thinking, okay, the timing of them announcing Ten Hag came in. I was thinking a lot about it. I was thinking, hey, they did it yesterday, and then I quickly went on after a bit, done with the work or whatever nonsense, and I said I could not bring myself to be motivated to talk because number one, it's like the worst kept secret. Number two, it's exacerbated by the loss against Everton, a stupid 3-2 win against Norwich, and then suddenly a 4-0 drubbing against Liverpool. Add on the fact that Pogba got injured, so you no need to play him for the next rest of the season. Really, he can move forward. Really, and at that point, I think Ten Hag said, "Look, he's been injured too many times in his career, especially for our club, which means the cold weather is not suiting him. Fuck Pogba, let him go." So the timing of it all made sense to me. Where I thought partially it was to number one lock it in because they don't give a shit what's happening in the Eredivisie, and number two give them a boost.
Mhm.
The thing is, did they actually? Yeah, it's been a crazy week, bro. Straight up. The thing is, did they actually do that on purpose? Now, if they did, if you as a player hearing this now, and I'm gonna ask you if you were three different players, and I want to know your opinion. Let's play a game. So three different players, because the players I'm gonna ask you, and I want to know what you think they would be feeling now,
Mhm.
are in three different scenarios. Okay, so let's start with a punk bitch. And let's start with Harry Maguire. You know I was going to go there, right? So, so you
I was just
waiting.
waiting,
He's going to go with
anticipating. I
Harry
was like,
Maguire.
when is he
Not
going to say that
Ronaldo, no
name?
way. Because that's my boy. I love him. So, if you were Harry Maguire right now and you're hearing that Eric Ten Hag came in, how would you feel for this upcoming game against Arsenal? Meaning, are you feeling motivated or are you thinking, man, I'm fucking out of here. I don't give a fuck.
First, he will do this.
Angry, man, when I see that.
I think he will get motivated. Actually, to be honest, he got something to prove. Because the thing is, he's not a bad defender. Again, I would say this is a horrible season for him. A horrible season for him. So he I think most likely he will still be there in the team, but I don't think so. He will be the captain. So I think he got something to prove. He will try to do some crazy shit lah. Probably some another scorpion kick towards McTominay or
Bro,
something.
if I see Scorpion kick,
This time
I'm
both
gonna-
legs. Like
I'm gonna use this.
Higuita, no, the Higuita.
yeah, the
He's gonna do it
Mickey.
to
I'm going to use
Higuita.
this fucking teeth floss, and I'm going to kill somebody. I'm admitting it here live on show. I'm going to use this teeth
But
floss.
but
Yeah,
the
and I'm going to
question
murder
is, will
somebody
he
if
be
he does.
playing this weekend? That's the question.
Okay, so for Harry Maguire, you think he has something to prove? He'll play well. Okay, so that's Harry Maguire being shit house. and whatever the shit needing something to prove.
But
Okay,
we've been
now
saying it all season, lah.
yeah, okay, fair. No, because now I'm asking about Arsenal
Yeah.
game with a
Okay.
new manager in, right?
Okay.
Okay, now if you were Fred,
Oh, Fred, I think he managed to earn his stripes really, to be honest. He played well this season. So I think he should not be worried. I mean, all the managers loved him. They know that he's a selfless player. So I don't think so there's any fear in him. He will still be playing.
now how do you think? I asked you, how do you think he'll be feeling? Like, will he be boosted?
He
This
will,
one, will
he
he
will,
play?
he will.
Yeah,
Because Fred, again, I say he's a professional. He's every time he say, "But I play, I go
he'll
and
be
play, I
fucked.
play."
True,
Yeah.
Terry. I agree. Fred will be pumped up.
Yeah.
Terry, you
If
feel Terry, you feel Fred will be pumped up? Okay, okay. So Fred will be pumped up to play against Arsenal. But you mean you? But why? Explain some more.
you're asking me or
Yeah, you. Yeah, no, Jinson, you.
yeah,
Terry
yeah.
can type. It's like 30 seconds behind.
Okay. No, I think he
My
doesn't have
beautiful
anything
face.
else to
30
prove.
seconds
He just had
behind.
to play. He just had to play. He just had to show Ten Hag that he can contribute to the team. And I think Ten Hag wants a player that will die for the team, will play for the team. And I think Fred has been showing that all season. And he's the only player this season that has flipped it over. He's been a laughing stock last season, but this season he showed us that he can be our little Ronaldinho at times as well.
Okay, okay. That's number two. Now, number three. What if you were Marcus Rashford? I don't know. I don't think you saw that coming. I think the third one you didn't know who else. I could have gone with
Ah,
anyone. Got many.
yeah,
Got many. I could be one
yeah,
B.
yeah, yeah.
Could be short but short injured. I wouldn't have gone with the injured first lah. Tommy, but I'm going with Rashford. I want to put you.
Yeah,
I want to
she
put you in
caught me,
that.
he caught me,
Yeah,
he caught me
you
off guard.
sound like fuck. I saw your face.
I thought you were gonna ask me about Donny. To be
Nah,
honest, I was waiting. I thought Donny
another
was in the
one.
list.
That
Okay,
one, yeah, another one. We'll do a separate one on that. Yeah, whether
that,
you
that
should come
was
back or not.
category B, right?
Good
Category
idea.
B.
That's a good idea.
Um, Rashford, I think
Because I think
again he also have he got a fucked up season. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's I really don't know what's wrong with him. We know he's way better than this, and this is just not Marcus Rashford. And the thing for him to be whining and his body language is just horrible. You see all the games he doesn't look like a player that wants to play. So I think hmm, with Ten Hag coming in, Ten Hag is known to play the wing play. So I think Rashford will be pumped up. I think
why?
because the thing is, if you have a coach that loves to what you call step in and be very meticulous in what they want to do, it could actually help his game. He just need that little kick in the butt, lah. I think, to be honest, his mind is just not in the game at the moment. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's a mystery, to be honest. I don't know why is he playing so bad this season. Is it because Ralph doesn't pick him? Is it because Oli has left? No one knows. And he's just keeping quiet. He's just keeping quiet and getting more and more tattoos. But I think he'll be pumped up. Yes.
Hmm.
Because if you look at how Ajax is playing, their wingers are exceptional, man. They are the game changers for the team. So if what I call if Ten Hag can bring that same concept here and guide Sancho and Rashford, who knows? Maybe he can be find back his form and his fire again. That's my take, man.
Okay, okay. Let me give you an easy one. There, Rashi. Terry agrees. Let me
Mhm.
give you a easy one, and this one. See, this one. I just want to know, folk. I actually kind of like this, man. I'm enjoying this.
What about you? What about you? What about you? I haven't asked you back.
Which player?
We start with, you asked me, now I'm gonna ask you back. Let's start with the first one, Maguire. Now your turn, man. Your
Nah,
turn.
ama.
You go and use your lifeline and call a friend. Hey, you haven't asked me who's the
Ama,
last player.
ama. I asked you three that just now. I asked you Maggie, Freddy, and Rashi. I was just going to throw in a curveball there, but Bruno, but okay, let's see,
Oh,
Maggie,
okay.
if I were Maggie right now and I heard Eric Ten Hag came in, I'm thinking he will come and have a chat with me to see where my head is at because my form has been terrible and I have to admit it. But I think the powers that be will also tell him that he's already locked into a contract for a few more years. So if he can find some form after the he comes back from preseason will be good. But I think they will be secretly looking to offload him. So I think part of me will be thinking that okay, he's glad there's a new manager coming in, but this weekend's tactics he still has to listen to Ralph Ragnick and he still has to play with this bunch of players. So I'm thinking he's fucked.
And not to mention,
So I
you saw what Eric Bailly was posting in the social media, right?
no, I didn't see what he post.
Oh, one of the fan was saying that I want to see Varane and Bailly defending this weekend. Then
Mm.
Bailly was like, yes. He responded, yes. Yes,
So
please.
that means he can play. So that means he's not injured. Okay.
Mm,
So there's something going on behind the scenes with the club.
yeah.
So
Because
I've
he responded to the fan.
no
Yes,
fan.
please.
Right.
So I think he's giving a jab lah, towards the team.
So that means maybe even Bailly might stay after the season because I remember they asked, but I think Ragni said no, Bailly is like still out. But
The
I
glass
think
man.
yeah, I think as far as Maguire is concerned, I think he's fucked.
Mhm. Okay,
I think
now,
he royally fucked because if you're talking about rebuilding, then you have to get rid of all the shit. This is one of
yeah.
the shit like you keep no point. If you keep, cannot be captain.
Mhm.
But the captaincy, I feel like I said, he should already at this point been a bigger player and given up
Mhm.
the captaincy to somebody else.
Yep.
Shouldn't have even waited. Shouldn't have still holding on and go back. If I'm bad player, I won't be playing. That means you know the criticism
Oh,
hitting him
that
so
that
bad,
that that
so bad,
was
so
that was
bad.
bad,
You're already
man.
not. You're already having out of body experiences because you're playing. You're getting so much. You can't even fucking think. Like
Come
his
on,
soul
Larry.
left that body when he said that answer.
He shouldn't have said that. That was that
Yeah,
that
fuck the
that was
brains.
the one that really was screw it up.
God, man,
Yeah, they screw it up.
that was the so clear answer for me that like the boy is being very defensive now. So
Yeah,
he hasn't given up the captaincy when he should have done.
he's
Fuck the
defending
chance.
himself better than the club, lah.
And there you go. So I think he should be fucking worried. So that's my
Yeah,
take lah. You only wanted to
agreed.
ask me about him, right?
Fred. We had to go all.
Fred,
I go
same
through it. You must
fucker.
go through it. Let's do it, man. Fred. What do you think about
Hey
Fred?
Fred, I'll be hoping that I play more attacking.
Hmm,
I'll be
agreed.
saying, look, man, I
Higher up.
hope if Ten Hag comes in, it gives me a fresh start.
Mhm.
If he wants me to play defense, I'll still play, but I think he realized I'm too short and I'm not strong enough to stay on my feet. I'm falling all the time. I don't have the agility, but up front I can. When you're playing defense, you need to be more agile than your attacker. Usually the attackers like swans,
Yeah, correct.
flying, man. If you cannot already. Susan, they're big size, they run over you. So I think he'd be hoping that he can play in defense more. I don't think he'll be going anywhere because he's a good servant of the club kind of
Yep.
type guy. And he's
Mhm.
playing better now,
Yep.
honestly. And all the stats show the defense is good. But to be honest, I think he's better as an attacking player, scoring goals also. I'll be thinking he'll be okay.
Mhm. Rashford.
Fuck.
Why do you think he's screwed?
I don't think the club will let him go lah. I say this lah. Like he won't want to be sold also. He will, like I say, he need to change religions. You need to adopt Buddhism or
Zen, right? Zen.
Hinduism or something. Yeah, go
Meditate or
meditate.
something like
Go to the Hare Krishna temple, eat some prasadam. Go to the Chinese temple, eat some mushrooms.
mandi bunga,
Mandi bunga, something like stay
throw the
off
lime
for the
into the
meat,
river,
be
whatever,
vegan.
man.
Take some Mandarin oranges, throw in the ocean. Maybe change. Just do something, man. Do
Do
something.
something. Like, he
Just
needs to.
just
Like,
like whatever you're doing now. If
I
you're
think
going towards the right,
they should
just
make a
go
trip for.
backwards.
They should make a trip with the entire team to go and do something like that, man. Go go
Yeah,
go
and
to
stop getting
one of
tattoos.
the temple in Bali and then go and do that,
Ah,
that
go and
water,
some babi giling or whatever. Good
go
babi guling. But
go
here's the
through
thing:
the water, the holy water,
go
cleanse yourself. Like, come
go
on,
to
I
India,
cannot.
go to the holy Ganges River, or
Yeah.
whatever. What I'm saying, like, stop going to the tattoo shop and getting tattoos and hurting yourself to feel pain. Oh, my career is so bad. I'm sitting down here and sit through 6 hours and get a fucking tattoo and go through the pain. Be tough, man. Fuck,
The
you're
only
sullying
tattoo
your
they should get
skin.
themselves is to put at the wrist here.
What MD?
Stop fucking up. And look at it every day.
Exactly. So when you eat,
Uh,
you can see.
every time, every time they fuck up, they should put like the one line. Then the fifth one they cross. Did you know how many shit he had gone
I'm
through?
saying, and he still hasn't come out of it.
Yeah,
Whatever girlfriend drama, whatever fuck, like I
whole
was saying, Junson, you
season,
see,
man. For God's
no
sake.
pity. It's worse that bad.
Uh,
Just go find all kinds of fucking girls, man. Come on. And then now the whole team is playing badly. This guy is still young. This guy cannot be club captain yet, lah. I mean, I
yeah,
wish he was, lah, but he's not club captain quality. He's still not much. Bruno is only a few years older than him, only. So my problem with this thing is, if he right now should be, I didn't give him an answer. I'm just joking all the time.
Trying to avoid the
love
answer.
it. I love it. Nah, I love you. I was kind of getting to it. The Rashford the club won't sell him 100%. He'll be hoping for a new start, but he'll be worried who's coming in. That's what I think his situation is like.
Mhm.
I think he'll be worried that who's going to come in and take away my position, because Sancho won't be worried. They just bought him and he's doing better. Bruno, no problem. Right wing is still open. Anyone can kind of claim that position right now. Got Pogba, we're not going to play that fucking formation anymore.
Yeah.
So you're looking at least two new additions, there. Then we got guys coming back on loan. Don't know whether they're bringing back Martial or whoever the fuck else, James Garner and all
Martial is
this thing.
injured, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, Christian, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
the guy, I
So,
think he quite bad, his
oh boy.
injury.
So okay, so we don't know who's coming back now. So he should be worried as fuck.
Mm.
He should be
Agreed.
worried as fuck because he don't know. He's
We got
mainly, in my opinion,
Yeah,
thinking who's coming in.
we
Because
got a
club
lot of
only.
wingers coming back. So the thing is, a lot of players that can play his position. Diallo, Palestri. I think Chong is not that great, but I think he's going to be coming back. I
Or
don't
do
know
they want
about.
to go with more juniors?
Yeah,
What about?
Greenwood. We don't know what's going to be his case as well. He may be coming back as well. Who knows?
So
There's so
Rashford,
many. Yeah.
that's why if Barcelona comes for Rashford and the money is right, don't be surprised. I won't be surprised if he goes. Lah.
Yep. Yep.
If he goes, I want good money, but I think he's wasted lah. Because Rashford damn talented, man.
He is.
I think he's wasted. I think he can be more talented, but I don't know why he hasn't reached those heights.
I remember the time when he came back from his injury the last time. I think about in November. Remember I was saying that he brings a different vibe. And then when he came into the team, remember he made that pass to I think it was Ronaldo, not Ronaldo, Sancho. He made that pass, that cross to Sancho, and Sancho scored.
Mhm.
And I said that when Rashford comes back, he brings a different dynamic to the team. But that was the only game. Then after that, he just went downhill again. I
And he
think
scored
part
one goal as a sub after he came
Yeah,
back from
yeah,
injury.
yeah.
That's
Against
it.
I think West Ham, right? He scored.
Yeah, I
That's
think
it.
so. Also.
That's it. So the
And then
thing
that's it.
is, I think like what Terry is saying, like he's just throwing a tantrum.
And then
Because he's
so
he's not starting. He's been the golden boy. Now he's becoming the silver boy, no longer the golden boy.
So I don't think he will be boosted. I think
Mm,
Harry Maguire will be worried as fuck. If he starts, he'll try his best, but his best also won't work. I think Fred will feel very good. He'll be even more boosted. He'll go all out tomorrow. I think Rashford will be worried he won't get a boost. So I think
mhm,
the two English players that I asked you that you put back to me won't feel boosted to play. Now the guys who I think might feel 100% up for it for the fight, I think will be Diogo Dalot, Alex Telles. I think it will be Bruno Fernandes, Scott McTominay. And the reason why I'm throwing Scott McTominay in this picture is this: that boy is our freckle face. The boy is a taller version of Paul Scholes lah. In respect to Paul Scholes and Peter Schmeichel, who made it into the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame in Ojutsu. So congratulations both of them. I put all Manchester United players. I voted all. You can see I did the podcast live. But Peter Schmeichel, rightfully so, probably the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. And legendary, changed the game, long passes. We read everything that day. And
mhm.
Paul Scholes have to lah. So Rooney and Vieira already in. The rest of them, Drogba, no, lah, I don't want to talk about lah. I don't give a fuck. Manchester
Mm.
United, baby, we got two. We should have got more.
It's
Should have
okay.
been 3 out of 6. Should have been 3 out of 6. But never mind. Good company. Ian Wright, Drogba.
We
It's
ourselves
not
know lah. We
bad
ourselves
company
know.
lah.
They are in our Hall of Fame, our own Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And everyone was asking why the fuck Dennis Irvin is not in there yet. I'm so wondering why the fuck Dennis Irvin not in there yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So
More
now
than 10 seasons, man. 12 seasons with
come on,
us.
man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and can I just touch on something? I want to I want to bring up something here. Just give me a sec. I would like to really touch on this. So earlier today, there was this thing about hang on, there was this thing about Sadio Mane breaking records. Did you see that?
No, I didn't get a chance to see it today.
Okay, Sadio Mane broke some records. It seems
Hmm.
he scored as many goals as Ryan Giggs, right? Hang on, where is it? I forgot where I put it. So Sadio Mane scored as many goals as Ryan Giggs in as many appearances or whatever the fuck that he equaled it. All right,
Mhm.
370 something goals in. Hang on, I think I found it here. Hang on. 370 something goals, 373 games, whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. I can't remember.
Today's news or
Today,
like you? Oh,
today or
okay.
yesterday. Hang on, Okay, I found it here. Let me just bring it up.
Okay.
Let me just share my screen. Sorry about that, guys. Just give me a sec here. I got it. I
Okay.
got it. I 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 got it. Om Saranamangalam Gajamade Sugandiram
Actually,
Gandim
my wife actually got this.
Pushtivardhan.
You can just put it here.
But I'm
You
opening the
got.
thing.
You got. You
Dude,
can get
man,
this.
I'm a kick your ass right now. I'm gonna kick your ass right now. Okay. Kawaii bullshit or don't play. Okay. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Sugandim
What?
Pushtivardhanam. Motherfuckers are
Damn,
going
man.
ape shit over this Sadio Mane scoring 109 goals, equaling Ryan Giggs' 109 goals. And of course, Sadio Mane is still playing because Sadio Mane is a winger. Let me just say something, bitches. You make this kind of fucking comparison with me when Sadio Mane has won 13 Premier League titles. Until then, shut the
And
fuck
two
up.
Champions League.
Okay? Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear anything of this bullshit. Sadio Mane equaling Ryan fucking Giggs Premier League record for goals as a fucking winger. Okay? Until he's won as many titles as Ryan Giggs.
Mm-hmm.
So whichever fucking Premier League put up this shit and everything going ape shit, buddy. Shut the fuck up, lah, way. What do you think about this, man? You just saw it, right?
Yep.
Talk to me.
It's bullshit, like I say again. Like, I mean, you win enough, you come and talk to us. If not, it's just a number. Even Alan Shearer scored more goals, but he didn't win jack shit. Matt Letizia scored so many goals also, what? But he didn't win jack shit. So many players scored so many goals. They didn't win jack shit. So
I-
don't give a shit. I don't
Man,
care. This
Salah,
is yeah.
Salah still wants to. That day in the interview, Thiago said, "Now you're a striker." He said, "No, winger, striker, winger." You know why? Because you don't want to be considered because you want to break the record as a striker. All these little technicalities, like little bitches. Man, go fuck yourself, lah. Okay, comparing Ryan Giggs. Oh, so he's better than Ryan Giggs. That's what you're implying when you put like that means better than Ryan Giggs or equal Ryan Giggs. Now, let's be honest, all Liverpool fellas will be saying, oh, of course, you'll be saying he's
Yeah.
better than Ryan Giggs,
Uh,
saying Ryan Giggs a wife beater,
Any
whatever the
any
fuck.
small little victory against MU is a World Cup
Yeah.
win for them. Lah.
Go fuck yourselves, everybody. Just calm
I'm
the
pretty sure
fuck
now they
down.
are celebrating already.
Yeah. Okay.
Celebrating with a drink,
Mane will never smell the fart of
Yay!
Ryan Giggs as far as winning titles comes to Premier League titles come to. Okay, I don't care. I always say I don't give a shit about cups or coin toss. So don't come with the fucking bullshit. I saw that. I was like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, bullshit. So look, players getting motivated tomorrow. I didn't put my. Did I put my prediction in? No, I didn't put my prediction in.
Yep.
So Terry is on that 2-1. You are 3-2 for us. I don't think we can win. I think we're playing in Highbury. I don't think we can win. I think it's hard.
Have faith, man. Have faith.
Like I mean, I want to have faith,
For
but
Ronaldo.
I'm so pissed with this fucking team. I'm going to put a loss or so.
For Ten Hag.
I'm also going to
For Ten Hag.
yeah when he comes in. But right now, Ragni losing the plot. Players lost the plot. I'm going to put a. I think I'm going to go with Terry. I'm going to go with a 2-1 loss. Yeah. So at least if we win, then I'll feel great. If we draw, I'll feel okay. If we lose, I'll be like, lah, ain't no team because we got to go live, bro.
Yeah. I
9:30
mean,
prime time.
again, to be honest, the Liverpool
9:30
Liverpool
prime
result,
time.
I
Get the
wasn't
coffee up.
surprised. What time we playing against? 7:30.
7:30.
Oh, damn, that's early, man.
Prime
Okay, good.
time. We're gonna get prime time.
Prime
Maybe
time,
tune in
baby.
tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Please, thank you so much for tuning in. I see quite a few of you tuning in at different times. Hey man, we're here to say whatever we want. Hope you are not too angry. We're just having fun.
We're
It's
all
all
about fun, man.
good. It's all about the club. Y'all can come and shit on me here anytime, man. Seriously, Liverpool, Chelsea, any other fuck fans from different clubs, y'all can come in and shit on me anytime. I love you all. Junson, thank you for joining. Peace out, guys. Take
See
care. Remember
you.
to like, subscribe. We're gonna lose tomorrow. You might as well watch and might as well tune in and watch.